once have I ever been locked inside of a house after we got in. It's real estate story time with Stephanie. Sometimes when you show real estate, you can't open a door to get into a house. This has happened to me on many occasions. Maybe the seller locked the wrong lock. Once I broke a key off in the lock. That's a nightmare. You have to get a locksmith to come get the lock out. You have other showings booked. All those things happen. Only once have I ever been locked inside of a house after we got in. So this one's a pretty recent story, actually. Thankfully, this client bought another property, but her and I are out looking at homes. We were in one of those student rentals on Albert Street. So there's a bunch of those little townhouses there, and they're really purpose-built for students. 3 or 4 bedrooms upstairs, a couple rooms on the main floor that can be used for bedrooms or living room, dining room, and more in the basement. So they have a lot of students normally living in them. This is in 2020, so we're doing a lot of looking, but everyone's really nervous about COVID at the time. We're there in our masks. When we opened the door, I struggled a bit, but kind of manhandled my way into the door, was able to open it. When we went in, she closed the door fully behind us because it was kind of cold outside. That's fine, we go in. There had clearly been a party in this house the night before, and there were students sleeping everywhere. And it's not early in the day, it is like 12:30, 1 in the afternoon. There are students on the couch, on the floor, in the bedrooms. So we quickly take a couple peeks around and realize there are too many people sleeping in this home, and she is not interested. So we go to leave. Everyone in this house is completely passed out. We go to leave, and I cannot get the door open. It's not locked, but I can't get the doorknob to work to get out. So we're trying the right, to the left, all kinds of ways to open it. I try a couple times, she tries a bunch of times. We're wearing our coats, we're wearing our masks, it's getting hot. I don't always handle situations the best when things go wrong. And I am laughing hysterically. My client is terrified and thinks that we now just live in this house because we can't get out of it. I know that there is another exit through one of the bedrooms that we were in. It's like a sliding door into the backyard. But in most of these homes, and in this one as well, they use this dining room space as a bedroom. So someone uses the room with a sliding door as their bedroom. When I looked in that room when we were in there was a bed directly in front of the sliding door and 2 people sleeping in there. So here's my choice. Wake up one of the students to try to figure out how to get out of this house, call someone living nearby to bust the door down from outside to let us out, or crawl over the 2 sleeping people and go out the sliding door. I advise her of these options, of which she thinks none of them are any good, and we keep trying the door again and again and again. And I cannot contain my laughter. I'm overheating. She's terrified, and I can't stop laughing. Thankfully, the laughter woke up one of the students. He came out and said, "What's happening out here?" To which I say, "We can't open the door." He's like, "Are you trying to show the house?" I'm like, "We already showed it, and we can't get out. We're completely trapped in here." He walks over and with no effort at all, opens the door and lets us out. There must have been a trick to it. I don't know what it was, but for about 5 minutes, we were terrified that we now lived in that house with